Hello, I am Prashant Kothari, President of Skillbench and founder of the Internal Audit Today talk show. I'm excited to host episode 6 of the Internal Audit Today, a talk show to benefit the internal audit fraternity and beyond. Each month, I talk with an internal audit or other business leader to learn their experience and perspective about the internal audit profession. Friends, today I am honored to talk to two great women leaders, Crystal Pardo and Monica Weggeman. I have worked closely with both of these women leaders and truly admire their leadership. Crystal is an Associate Director of IT and Information Security at a large financial institution. She has over 12 years of experience in IT audit, IT leadership positions within the financial services industry. She believes in giving back to the community and the internal audit profession. She has been a long-time volunteer at the ISACA Milwaukee chapter and has held various positions, including her current role as the immediate past president. In addition, she also volunteers as the treasurer of the IIA Milwaukee chapter. Monica is a reporting and analyst specialist at FIS, a financial technology provider. Her background includes managing new initiatives, collaborating with various departments on major programs, and leading business optimization efforts for a key business segment at FIS. Monica has been a volunteer with the ISACA Milwaukee chapter in many roles, including her current role as the president chapter. She's also a board member for the Wisconsin Humane Society. What attributes as a woman leader has helped you to successfully shape and serve the internal audit profession?
I think of three things. So courage, accountability, and trust, which happen to spell CAT. So starting with courage, don't be afraid to be bold. Speak up during meetings. Let yourself be heard. You have a voice. Use your knowledge, experience, and ability to connect the dots to provide your insights and say yes to leadership opportunities. ISACA has been an excellent way to learn and grow. I met and learned from many members and presenters and became more comfortable speaking in public. It became a segue to other opportunities. The next one is accountability. Take accountability for your mistakes, learn and grow from your downfalls, and get right back up. And I've had my few blunders and mishaps over the years. 2012, I presented on internal audit for a local college. I was very inexperienced in public speaking and giving presentations. Every time I looked at the audience, I got blank stares. It was very painful. But after that, I went back, wrote down what I did well, what I could do better, and then I kind of went from there and learned from it. Trust, don't be afraid to delegate. Trust in your people, empower your employees to do valuable work for you. Be honest with them, train them, provide constructive feedback. And then trust just helps strengthen your relationships with your team and build your pathway for future leaders. So knowledge is everywhere. Ideas can come from anywhere.
It does require courage to do public speaking, and kudos for doing that.
Thank you.
What is the importance of women in the technology field, including risk management and risk advisory initiatives, and why?
Well, I think it really comes down to one aspect, and that's diversity. And gender diversity, is really greatly needed in the technology field as a whole. I mean, we've all seen numerous studies, show where there's greater gender equality, business performance, and productivity increases. And it makes sense. I mean, to break out of these norms and traditional way of doing things, you need different kinds of people with different and diverse experiences to bring new ideas to the table. And that is super vital in the technology field since it moves at such a rapid pace. Women are naturally innovative, strategic, thinkers, and we find creative solutions. And that's a huge benefit in risk management and, of course, all the other tech fields as well. And I think it's starting to change more. I mean, I've seen a lot of really great initiatives out there, both at the professional level, with our companies and different organizations, and also professional clubs. And also those wonderful programs, too, that we've seen, like STEM, that are targeted to girls that are young in school. So obviously the importance of women in technology is super vital for the field to continue and expand.
What are the obstacles for women leaders and your recommendation to overcome those obstacles?
Some of the obstacles I see, and I just want to put a disclaimer that this could be for anybody, not just women, but higher standards, expectations to wear many hats or play many roles. One time I was an accountant and I was a receptionist at the same time. Being a superwoman, especially now, it can be very challenging for many people when you're expected to work from home while also caring for and teaching your children. So some things I would recommend is, be aware of the challenges, but don't let them define you. If you're a hard worker, it will show. Let your strengths and abilities outshine the barriers. If that isn't working, then speak up, such as if you believe you deserve a promotion, don't wait for your performance review to have the discussion. Talk about it now. Be prepared to present why you deserve the promotion. Another recommendation would be find leaders that support you and leave the ones that don't. So I definitely learned from these situations and excelled in my career by recognizing and sticking with those leaders that actually valued me and my work. And then the last recommendation would be don't be superwoman. So set realistic expectations for both yourself and for others. Clearly communicate your expectations and only commit to something if you can feasibly do it. Organize and have proper planning to be successful in your execution.
Are certifications important in risk management space?
I would say yes and no. I mean, obviously work experience is, extremely important, but I think gaining a certification, shows the industry and, possibly your employer as well, that you really take the extra mile to enhance your knowledge. And there are a lot of great certifications out there too, especially in the technology field. I personally have my PMP, Project Management Professional certification, and also my Certified Information System Auditor one as well. ISACA offers, a really good risk one called C-Risk that's really highly respected in the industry as well. So I think having one is really a must, but if you do have multiple ones, I always say, to make them complement each other, unless you're going down a really specific, technology track where it's just, beneficial to just go down one road. And having multiple certifications is definitely a must in the audit profession. I'm sure Crystal can attest to that. So I do feel overall that they are very important.
What message do you have for women professionals who are aspiring to enter or be successful in the internal audit profession?
A few messages. Don't be afraid to go outside your comfort zone. Have an open mind. Try new things. I started in accounting long ago when I was reviewing GL recons and bank statements. I had an opportunity for a change and I took it. It was auditing an Oracle payroll system, and I really enjoyed it and learned a lot from doing it, and that was my starting point in IT audit. So while I enjoyed, taking and tying someone else's abilities to count beans, I decided it was time for a change and moved into IT audit. From then on, I continued to excel in my career. I got my CISA, I got a promotion, I gained experience at different level or different financial institutions, and became more involved in many nonprofit professional organizations. So the ISACA Milwaukee chapters are the two main ones. Technology is a key support function for the business, which really drives the focus of technology. I don't think they're mutually exclusive. I had a stronger understanding and appreciation for technology processes, risks, and controls. And I could better correlate the business risk to the technology risk. So overall, I would say you don't be afraid of new things. Really, if you're interested in it, try it and see how it goes, because you never know, it might change the shape of your career.
Why would you recommend women professionals in the technology field pursue leadership roles? How can they be successful in those roles?
First of all, the technology field is so vast, you can really choose a path that makes sense for you. And once you have some experience in a particular field, you can really make a difference, I think, by offering your experience and mentoring others, in that leadership role. I remember reading an article last year, and it said that organizations with more women on the board of directors had better returns on equity, higher payouts of dividends, and better stock performance overall. Women are game changers in the organization, and who doesn't want to be a part of that? And in my opinion, to be successful, You need to establish trust, as Crystal mentioned in the first question, respect, and have transparency as well too. And then all of that while understanding the business as much as possible. Women are usually really good communicators, and being able to use verbal and nonverbal cues, can really lead to deeper discussions and better problem solving. And don't forget to be a team player. Showing your boss that you're part of the team, that you value and trust their opinion, it goes a long way. When you're a leader one day, you will need your team behind you, trusting you with those big decisions as well. And one last thing that I always like to say to everyone is, just be yourself. Focus on your strengths and really just be you.
Thank you, Monica and Crystal, for sharing your words of wisdom today.
It was a pleasure talking today. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity.
Pleasure is mine. My biggest takeaway for today is that women have great communication skills. They are innovative, as Monica said. And then, as Crystal said, have an open mind. Be courageous. To have accountability. Those are excellent things that can really help not only be successful in your career, but also shape the profession. Thank you both.